War
That's rally, man.
College.
That's wake up, rise and shine. This is War College telling you, all you spiritual Catholic warriors out there, rise and shine. Get up, get out of the fart sack. Get up and do your daily prayers, just like we did as soldiers and you as law enforcement. We do this stuff. You just have a disciplined life. You just got to get out. You got to get out of bed and get up on it, right?
I love it, man. I
We
love
got
it.
10K fun runs today.
Rise and shine. And hey, especially, Dan, as Catholics, we celebrate the power of the resurrection up until Pentecost. So again, for the next, up until Pentecost Sunday, we are celebrating that momentous event, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and the implications it has for us. So yeah, when you hear Reveille, rise and shine, because Jesus Christ is alive and well, and he's coming back. Dan, I want to ask you a question about the Epiphany home blessing. Some of these beautiful traditions of the church are coming back, and they're becoming mainstream. Catholics are no longer having to, use sage on their houses and burn incense to dispel spirits. Catholics are going old school, and they're starting to use what's called the Epiphany blessing. Can you give us the theology of the Epiphany blessing for somebody who's never heard of this? What is it? And give us some of the nuances of the Epiphany blessing.
Yeah, so this is a blessing that's done. Again, we need as Catholics to start tapping into the liturgical calendar. We see again, working with those afflicted with demons, that they have the demons know the liturgical calendar. I've seen case after case where they, they'll light, certain cases will light up on certain feast days. You see the charism of that saint on their feast day, bearing weight, the authority of the church through this charism on their feast day. There's cases that will manifest every Marian feast day. That I've seen people that go off the res. They show up at the parish, show up at the diocese. The diabolic realm recognizes this. So we need as Catholics to tap into the beauty, the power, the grace, the glory of the liturgical calendar. The Epiphany blessing in Spanish, you see it. I'm going to give you. This is you ask for if a mouse, or give a mouse a cookie. Okay, so you ask me this. So this is the backdrop. The Epiphany in English, Epiphanes, goes back to it's a Greek concept, actually, the concept of God God taking on human form. You remember the great desecration, the abomination of abominations, when Antiochus IV, Epiphanes, right? The Epiphanes is to appear. So to Epiphanes is to appear from above. So God in human form, right? And now we have in Jesus Christ, the true God in true human form coming among us, right? So this is what Epiphany means. This is God saying, all right, I know what you guys, you Gentiles, you pagans, what you think. You think that this human king is God. I'm going to show you the real king, this child born in a manger who is truly human and is truly God among us, who is revealed as God, as God's son. And so in Spanish, you don't call it Epiphanies as much as what? Tres Reyes, right? The feast of the three kings. Correct. So what are these three kings? They represent the different ends of the earth, the pagan, the Gentiles that had come to Bethlehem, to Israel, to honor, worship, and adore their king. So this is the showing of the universal kingship of God made man, the true epiphany of the presence of God in humanity. Now this is celebrated during the season, and marks the end of the Christmas season. Now the word of God goes into the word of the annunciation of the birth of God now goes into the Gentile territory, spreading beyond the borders of Israel. This is an ancient tradition to bless your homes with this. You put the year, and you put the initials of the three wise men that came, and you mark. The head of household can do this. You use blessed chalk. You mark it over the door, and it marks your house. What's interesting is, again, remember Art Linkletter said that there was a TV show he had called "The Kids Say the Darndest Things," right? Well, yeah. I'd like to write a book called "Demons Say the Darndest Things" or "Demons Do the Darndest Things." Was one particular case where somebody did their Epiphany blessing on their home, and it's a short little ritual, but it's very powerful. It's deprecatory, but it's very powerful. Remember, lay people cannot bless objects. You through the deprecatory form, you can you can bless your house and bless objects. When we say grace, bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, right? So we're not blessing. We can bless our wives, our children, so we can bless. You can bless your children, but you can't bless objects. But you can invoke through your authority of head of household the blessing of God. And so one particular case we dealt with. The minute this person did this blessing in their home, they had some garbage, some oppression level garbage in the home. And the minute they did the blessing, it all ceased. And then it reappeared a year later. They looked on the calendar. It was one day after the Epiphany blessing. God blessing is a blessing that is good for a year. So this is something, again, the demons have showed us. This is a very powerful blessing that works. I've had people do this in their places of business where they run a business. And they have a natural law authority through the corporate structure that the demon must, the demon is still going to try to stop those events and businesses, that sort of thing. But they have a natural law authority to the operation of the business and the rightful commands as president of the corporation. So I've seen businesses bless their businesses with this, and it's really tremendously helped break any spiritual oppression there. So this, and it's great to see people come back to it and resurgent among regular Catholics.
So get rid of all your superstitious sages and incense and everything else that you're
dream catchers.
Get rid of all that garbage and get on the internet. Just type in Epiphany House Blessing, and there's different protocols out there. And the husband can do this. The head of house can do this. Obviously, you want to do it on Epiphany Sunday, but you can do it any day of the year. But that's when it's
yeah. So if you're just hearing this and you want to do it, go to your pastor, get some blessed chalk, or buy some chalk and have him bless it, because that's important as well. The demon knows the difference between blessed and unblessed objects, right? This is the whole concept of the sacramental economy, the sacramental system that through matter, that matter can convey divine power. So cursed objects work in the same way, but in inverse. So the demon will know the difference between blessed and unblessed chalk. It's not that the house is still not blessed, but again, it's a fuller sign, and it's a better sign to do that. Again, the demons say the darndest things. You can put water, holy water, and tap water unblessed in front of a person they're afflicted, and they'll be able to touch the water and tell you which one is blessed. They don't know how, but this is part of the occult knowledge of someone with a deep diabolic affliction. So use blessed chalk. If you're just figuring this out or hearing this for the first time, you can do it now, and then do it again during the 8-day period of the Feast of the Epiphany, ideally on Epiphany Sunday. But jump on it now.